Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by our naming sponsors, Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. St. Martin and Bork, attorneys at law. Know your rights. And Rouse's Markets, the official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. On today's show, we'll talk plenty of sports, Saints, LSU, Nichols, and high school with a live audience full of energy. Other participating corporate sponsors include Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barca Honda, and by Louisiana and Beyond, a new series brought to you by Edison Schwest Offshore. Now from the Eugene J. False and Lorraine False studios in Houma, Louisiana, here's the freaks of football, Bobby, Rich, Mike, Martin, Harry, Stan, and Chuck. It's time for Sports on the Bayou.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another version of Sports on the Bayou. Mike to tell you along with the Cajun Cannon, Bobby Hebert, Rich Marty.
Just a pistol.
Before we go to break, got an announcement, though, because Thursday morning, that Cajun Cannon became a pawpaw again.
Yeah, 7 times.
Cammy had a little boy.
We know how to make babies.
But here's the catch to it. The first name of the young man is Cannon.
Cannon. No. Hey, that shows you how much. That shows you how much my daughter loves me. But T-Bob, I'm Bobby the Fourth, whatever. So my kids love me. Why? How can you not like me? I'm a fun dad. I might not be the best husband.
How much time do we have?
Might not be the best husband, but I'm the best father.
On that note, we'll be back with more Sports on the Bayou.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin and Bork, attorneys at law. Know your rights. When we come back, who's in the crowd?
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodaux, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number 1. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number 1 grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin and Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin and Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin and Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our Alford team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Sports on the Bayou is also brought to you by our corporate sponsors, Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barker Honda, Edison Schwest Offshore. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
Back here on Sports on the Bayou. Martin, throw it to you, brother.
All right. Of course, it's a big week at Vanderbilt Catholic, so we thought we'd get the president of Vanderbilt Catholic up here, Jeremy Geldner. Only 2 people higher, the superintendent and the bishop. All right, so he's
You're going to say Bobby.
No.
He's a big dog.
No.
By the way, Bobby, congratulations on being a grandpa.
Yeah. I wanted to say right quick. Yeah, my grandson is Canon Daniel Miller, and my daughter's in California, Hollywood. Don't it sound like an actor, Canon Miller?
It's either an actor or a quarterback.
Yeah, quarterback too. Yeah.
Or if he wants to go by the nickname CDM, like the coffee.
Yeah, CDM, CDM, New Orleans coffee. I don't know. Looking at him, he's right at 9 pounds. He looking at me more be like T-Bob, more like a lineman. I don't know if he'll be a quarterback.
All right, so look, I'm so pleased that Vanderbilt said, look at Harry back there. We are pumped up this week because our alma mater is in the hunt, baby.
In the hunt.
All right?
Fighting Terriers.
All right, Jeremy, you got the reins. We're going to introduce our guest today.
Well, I didn't go to Vanderbilt, so I don't know how well I'm going to read this. But
That's all right. Try your best.
All right. Table 1, Alford and Associates.
Yeah, you're off to a good start.
I'm doing all right.
That's the movie star table. Look at
Table 2, the law offices of St. Martin and Board.
Yay! Chuggy baby in the house.
Table 3, Rouse's Markets.
There they go. There they are, right there. Looking sharp.
Table 4, Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute.
And I know you know all those people at that table. Stan's going to have a big segment coming up.
Table 5, Jen Gators Power Systems.
All right, Jen Gators. Thank y'all for keeping them generators running.
Table 6, Edison West Offshore.
Look, boy, they got that star-studded table again over there.
Table 7, Barker Honda.
Look at the consul and brings his beautiful wife and all the important people. The most important people at that table, the most important person is his wife, by the way. All right.
All right, and we have Table 8, South Louisiana Bank.
Oh, Steve, you got a motley crew there. Steve's going to be calling the game with Stan Friday night. I'll be on the sideline. All right, keep going.
And Table 9, Quality Rental Tools.
Look at him. All right. Jack got his whole entourage over there. Even the president came today. I like that.
I like it. Table 10, GIS Engineering.
There they are. They up and coming. They don't need to dye their hair yet. They're looking good.
At Table 11, we have Louisiana's Cajun Bayou, Lafourche Parish Tourism.
All right. Cody and his gang out there. Good to see y'all.
Cardiovascular Institute of the South.
There's Jason here. He's coming. He's fixing a plate. And you got Harry and Lonnie back there. So that's cool. All right.
Table 12, Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government.
All right. Good to see y'all. And then we have some veterans at that table, too.
All right.
Yeah.
Table 13, Explore Houma.
All right. And look, they gave it up for all the veterans. All the veterans, raise your hand again in the room, all veterans. Thank y'all so much. Mr. Riley, good job. We appreciate it.
All right, our next table, Table 14, South Central Louisiana Human Services Authority.
Schla is in the house. All right.
And we have some retired coaches here.
Well, not yet. I don't know where they at. Coach Albert's probably still looking for a place to park.
All right, and then at Table 15, we have Terrebonne Parish School District.
There they are, teaching our kids every day. We appreciate y'all. And right behind it, we got members of the False family. Hey, Miriam, you got your ticket? I feel like you're going to win today. I just feel it.
Wait a minute.
All right, so...
they win every week.
Well, I can't help it. No, they didn't. They went a long time.
Oh, every other week. Yeah.
Joe wins every week. All right, real quick. Look, we have Coach Brian Wallace is going to be up here in a little while, but Coach has been calling me for the last 2 weeks. He said, Martin, I'm a musical talent. You haven't shown me on TV enough doing my musical talent. I'm a doggone good coach, but I'm a better musical talent. So Coach Wallace is going to take us to the break today. Take it away, Coach. There you go. Facebook is going to be going crazy today. If Shaw gets a hold of that video, partner, watch out. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
When we come back, Saints Talk. You won't want to miss this.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin and Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin and Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin and Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Bay down to Point Ocean, Thibodeau to Grand Caillou, HTV's part of you. Bayou Black down through Dulac, Southland Mall to City Hall, we'll bring the news to you. Raceland, St. Charles, Bayou Blue, Morgan City and Assumption too, where sugar cane is grown. So much to see on HTV. Stick with us 'cause we're your home.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by St. Martin and Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
Back here on Sports on the Bayou, guys, again, it's a repeat performance for the Saints, losing effort against the Dolphins, who were a very beatable football team, but you can't dig yourself a hole. Every week is the same thing.
Okay, can we replay that? Y'all got to pay attention to this. Look at Alontae Taylor. He didn't even want to tackle him. That's I wish they could have went back to that. That was unbelievable.
We don't have the technology.
He made that business decision not to go after the H-hand. But early on, the Dolphins dominated to get a 10-0 lead. You dig yourself a huge hole that you were never able to get out.
Wasn't that surprising? We've been outscored 92-19 in the first quarter. The ninth time in 12 games the Saints failed to lead for a single minute. We always chasing points. And then,
Again, now it's 13-0, and as you put it, chasing points. But in the second half, you had an opportunity. This is the pickoff here. You're going to go through the growing pains.
And the Dolphins should have put that hammered and nail in the coffin instead. They were concerned to kick a field goal.
To make it 16-0, and you said, okay, just how bad it can be. But the Saints fought back, and again, Tyler Shuck, they stopped letting him play in the Goldfish Bowl and let him throw it. He throws this one to Chris Olave.
Well, we were more up-tempo, going for playing fast, but you can't go up-tempo. Coach Moore said last night, because you win the game, the first 3 possessions, 3 and out. Well, you can't go up-tempo if you don't convert a first down.
No tempo.
Yeah, no tempo.
So again, man, the Dolphins numerous chances to sort of put it away. It makes it 19-8 because they hit the 2-point conversion. Then Shuck out in the flat, gets it out there, gets you a first down. But again, those 2 or 3 yard passes that don't get you nothing. But here's Charlie Smith. Pops this one, man.
The Northern Irish. I wonder if he's Catholic or Protestant. They had a little trauma. They had a little problem up there, Northern Ireland.
19-11, and he throws this one up. I'm not sure this is what he was looking for, but Devon Vele comes up with the score.
Well, a big target, a big receiver. He had 8 targets, 8 possessions, right at 100 yards.
Got a new receiver.
Now he undercut that. Then it's a pick 2. Not a pick 6 because it's a 2-point play. It only counts for 2.
So it's now 21-19.
21-17, yeah.
21-17. You had an opportunity here late to get points on the board.
Yeah, they tease us. They tease us so close with so far.
And
but they
on a
won't
fourth
score, Bob.
about half a yard, get stuffed at the line.
I can't believe we got to show that play, the second down play. How about you catch the ball, Chris Olave?
It hit him in a bad place, right between his hands.
Catch the ball. You could be a hero. You'll be the hero.
Rich,
he's not consistent.
Okay, you see the talent you being a former receiver, a play
Rich
like
would've
when
caught
he
it.
dropped that ball in the end zone, we've seen that 3 straight weeks. He caught it twice. This one, he dropped it. The same exact play.
And he wants to get paid $25 million. Okay, I don't mind paying the $25. You got to come up with the big play.
You got 2 responsibilities as a wide receiver. One, you got to get open. Number 2, you got to catch the ball. Number 1's catching the ball,
He ain't
right?
no alpha
That's
dog.
what your job is.
He's soft.
And you can fix that. I don't care what anybody. You can work on that. You can catch 150 balls a day,
Chris
which is what we
Olave
used to
is
do.
a stud, but he's too cool for school. You know, he could be like nobody's number 1, some teams number 2. Okay, you think on the Cowgirls he'd be number 1 or 2? Hell no.
He'd be 3.
He'd be 3 in the Rams. Would he be number 1 or 2? He'd be 3. No, he's an NFL receiver. But I don't know. He's too chill for
Am
me.
I sensing that Bobby's jumping on the Cowgirls here on their bandwagon?
Taking nothing away from him.
Hey,
Did
listen,
I sense that?
Man, Dak can play.
I love Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, you know I love him. He's from Louisiana. He's from Houghton, Louisiana. I know him. That's not Louisiana. It's still Louisiana. You know, he wanted to go to LSU. Can you imagine if Lane Kiffin had like a Dak Prescott? He went to Mississippi State. He wanted to go to LSU. Whoever's recruiting then, they screwed up.
They messed it up. They brought Les in at the end, and he couldn't close the deal with Dak. And you understand why. Because I think he was confused as we were if you talk to Les.
But I hate to say this, the Saints suck and the Cowgirls are relevant. I mean, I hate it.
No, but that's true. That's absolutely true.
That's eating me up. Because it's always a great day in America when the Saints win and the Cowgirls lose. But now the script is flipped, and I hate it. And I hate it.
We ain't having too many of them great days anymore.
I'm sorry I brought that up, A-Bear.
Yes, that's a sore subject, Rich. Don't worry.
But it goes to show you how many bad teams there are in the NFL. Look, the Dolphins. I mean, are they that much better than the Saints?
No.
What happened to parity? In 1 year, it just dissipates? I mean, that was the whole thing about the NFL, all this parity. Everybody's pretty close. And you got some really horrible teams, you're right.
To me, Shuck, does Tua look better than Shuck? I don't think so.
No.
I mean, I'm looking long term. No.
I think Tua, he would take the back seat to Shuck.
Yeah, the Dolphins aren't very good.
I would take the H-hand, though.
Right now. Oh, H-hand, now he's off the chart. Think about this right now. When you look at AFC, NFC, when you look at the AFC right now, this might be the first playoff picture with all the top quarterbacks because where they're at, they might not make the postseason. Look, just go where the Bills are at. They're on the cusp. You look at the Bengals. You look at now Justin Herbert, the Chargers. Look at all and they might not be
Mahomes in Kansas City.
Pat Mahomes. Nobody wants to play the Texans defense right now.
No, but they're not too good up front.
No, but I'm just telling you, it's wide open the AFC. The NFC's way tougher this year.
Absolutely. I agree.
The AFC.
We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Don't go away. Harry McCulloch talks Nicholls State and also a feature of the week.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our offered team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number 1. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number 1 grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Borg. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Borg have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Borg today to schedule your free consultation.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. And St. Martin & Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back to more Sports on the Bayou.
And you got this
Back here on Sports on the Bayou, I'm going to throw it to the Hall of Famer himself, Harry McCullough.
Thank you.
H, what you got for us?
I appreciate you bringing that up every week.
Yeah.
And no, look, signing time is this week. That starts
Wednesday.
That was one of the reasons they got. Nichols is expected to sign 15 players on Wednesday, so they, replenishing that program, get it going. So obviously they want to get back in the potential playoff run. Tulane still playing though, and they have had some issues. So they had to win against Charlotte, and they blew out Charlotte. They shut them out, and so they are in the championship game. They'll play North Texas, and one of those teams are most likely going to be.
Well, what's crazy, Harry? Both coaches are still staying with their teams. They're
both leaving. Right?
Yeah, the North Texas State coach is going to Oklahoma State, and Summerall's going to Florida.
Yeah.
And you only believe Tulane people bitching at me like, "Oh, I can't believe he's leaving Tulane to go to Florida." I go, "What?"
I mean, $4 million worth extra. Well, Florida's saying the same thing, and Mike said he got a phone call this morning, like at 6 o'clock from him. He's still going to do the show.
He's going to
still coach his team.
Our Tulane show this afternoon. Goes to show, man, John Summerall, a class dude. He didn't have to do this, and he's like, hey, boss, I'm going to do it this afternoon.
And he wants to coach his players. He doesn't want to poach his players to go to Florida, and,
If you're an LSU fan, I know Coach Kiffin, I said go Ole Miss and win in the playoffs and all that. Do you know that if Ole Miss wins, because, you're a coach, you get the playoff bonus and wins, that LSU's going to pay him.
LSU's going to pay him.
Ole Miss is going to win the playoffs, and then, talk about a sweet deal, huh?
The crazy thing, Pete Golding, who is their new head coach at Ole Miss, a Louisiana guy, grew up in Hammond.
Yeah.
And one of the guys we have on the show quite a bit, Blake Ruffino. Blake was an offensive lineman at Southeastern. Who coached him? Pete Golding.
Wow.
See, it just shows you the power of Louisiana in football. We love football.
And Marshall Falk, who had coached 1 year, now he's the new head coach at Southern University. How about that?
Stretch.
Yeah, but you heard of Marshall Falk. I mean, come on, you get.
No, he walks in a room.
Another Deion Sanders deal. So some of the people from Florida were saying, "Is this Billy Napier 2.0?"
No, he's a lot better coach than Billy.
No, I agree. But the ACC is putting 3 coaches into the SEC coming along, the replacement coach.
I'll tell you, I would be shocked if Coach Summerall does not have success at University of Florida. Now, ultimately, you got to win national championships like Steve Spurrier, Urban Meyer, but I'd be shocked. I think, hey,
I want to see his offensive staff because
I think they're going to win.
His wheelhouse is defense. Who he brings in to mentor, Lagway, he was awful this year at quarterback. Who he brings in to run that offense is going to be key for Summerall.
Well, speaking of defense, so LSU, Kiffin's coming in. His defense coordinator is now the head coach at Ole Miss. Everybody's like, now Blake Baker. Well, Blake Baker played football at Tulane.
Yep.
So his name is going to come up in that coaching.
Well, it could be almost a situation like Coach Baker. Okay, why wouldn't you want to stay and be LSU defensive coordinator? It's the same thing. Why, you remember when Nick Saban told Coach Kiffin, you got to go. You remember when he fired him at the airport or whatever because he wanted to be a head coach? And he ended up going to
Florida
Atlantic. So I think if I look Coach Baker, if he could get the head job at Tulane, he would take that over because over being a D coordinator at LSU.
Plus, that's not his guy. That's not Kiffin's guy.
Right.
Just quickly, Tulane wins since 2022. Georgia's got the most of 49. Ohio State, Michigan, Notre Dame. Then Tulane, Texas, and Alabama tied with 41 wins.
Man, that's pretty strong.
And this is Tulane's heyday. You got to give Coach Summerall and Willie Fritz. Willie Fritz left to go to Houston Cougars. You got to give him a lot of credit.
Yeah, they're in football school now.
Thank you, H. Appreciate it. We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Right after the break, it's LSU time. Stick around.
Gen Gators Power Systems is the area's leading Kohler standby generator solutions, specializing in maintenance, repair, and installation on all major brands, from gas to diesel and 2kW to 2000. Home or commercial, our team has you covered. Our factory-certified technicians and installers are highly trained to provide response and repair when you need it the most. We service what we sell, period. Trust the Gen Gators, where we sink our teeth in the service.
No one plans for heart disease. Do you know your risk? High cholesterol, diabetes, smoking, high blood pressure, lack of exercise, obesity, heart disease could be affecting you, and left untreated can lead to stroke or worse. At Cardiovascular Institute of the South, we believe in prevention and early detection. Our world-renowned cardiologists work with you to reduce your risk before an emergency strikes. Protect your heart. Know your risk. No one plans for heart disease, but we do.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin & Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back with more Sports on the Bayou.
What are you going to say? Back here on Sports on the Bayou, guys. If you thought the Saints offense was bad, what you saw Saturday out of LSU was even worse. I mean,
Oklahoma didn't want to win that game, did they?
And Oklahoma almost tried to give them the game away, and they still didn't take it.
You got 3 interceptions, and look at this. And all said, oh, man, LSU's going to get off to a great start, and you couldn't take it to the house. But back-to-back, interception. Look, right here. I mean, so he should have ran to the cone. You could have scored.
Exactly. That's what I thought,
would have
too.
ran.
No, but, that's a stretch.
I even would have took off the
That's a stretch. I'm picturing that in my mind.
I don't know if I'd have got there, but I'd try.
I have a vision of that. Ooh, it's ugly.
But all I can tell you is Oklahoma makes it into the top 12, they one and done. Their offense can't score at all.
No.
They're not a really good offensive team. Now, that defense legit now. They pretty good on the defensive side.
They held LSU just 198 total yards. And, look, we managed with 3 points on their first 2 trips inside the 10-yard line. No,
but if you had
LSU
Ramos on fantasy football, you might be pretty good.
Mike, he's an NFL kicker.
Oh, yeah. He's legitimately got a shot. But, man, Mateer, he's been a totally different guy since the injury. And those interceptions, Bob, they were easy throws.
Right out. He was like staring down the receiver. And no, Mike, that was they were booing at times. And at Oklahoma, here to be playoff, they were booing their team.
So Van Buren gets it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he ran.
But then again, with LSU, had an opportunity, and bang, Xavier Thomas in for the score. So it's 10-3 LSU, but then this little jump screen, and man, LSU blew a coverage there. All the way in for the score. Now it's 10-10. But Van Buren back to pass, gets flushed out of the pocket, throws it downfield. You get a first down out of it. But they weren't able to put a lot together, and it bogs down, and what happens? Again, Ramos comes in for the field goal, so it's 13-10.
When it was 13-10, I thought we still had a chance to win.
And Mateer throws this one up. Boy, somebody really blew the coverage here. You talk about wide open. He was wide open there.
Have a busted coverage.
So then I would say.
And you know what that's like? The defensive back, they look at each other. Man, I thought you had him. No, you had him. Like,
that wasn't the call. It was a man call. It wasn't a zone.
The last time I seen a receiver that open, you know when Drew Brees had a perfect quarterback rating against Tom Brady and the Patriots?
Yep.
With Deborah Henderson, it's like, whoa. So it can happen.
No, that's high school open, so to speak.
That was like.
But everything's been overshadowed by Lane Kiffin being announced as the head coach Monday, made it official, bringing a lot of his offensive staff here. This offense is putrid. In the last 2 years, it hasn't been good. They didn't realize what Jaden Daniels did for 2 years.
Well, they've been historical. Look, 7-5, but for the first time in NCAA Division I still call it 1A, 1AA. When they split in 1978, LSU has gone an entire regular season without scoring more than 25 points against an FBS opponent. What? This day and age, you would think they did it at least, even the offense is struggling at least a couple of times. No.
It's all the time.
That won't happen with Lane Kiffin. Now we got to get the defense to stop them because you don't want to be in a shootout all the time. So we want a kick-ass defense and a kick-ass offense. Who's against that? Huh?
That's what we get some linemen first. Huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I mean,
God.
that'd be first and foremost.
You know, talk about Chris Olave, soft as cotton, LSU's offensive line, soft as cotton.
And none of them look good.
I mean, even the Saints are
Not a one.
You know, they can't get. I don't understand that. You have your skilled players, and you can't get offensive linemen. I mean, in college, particularly,
Man,
it's
they
tough in
still
the
keep
pros.
the other night. How against Atlanta, you inside like the half-yard line 4 plays? It doesn't matter if they know you running. Freaking run over them. What are you doing?
How about challenging?
I mean, to me, if you got offensive line that knows what they're doing, they can block. You inside the 5-yard line. Now you run different type of run plays, but you know we running right at, and you can't stop it.
How about the quarterback? Somebody taking leadership. You know, you've been in that cuddle, and you're 4th and a half a yard on the goal line. What are you telling your lineman? You better get in line. You're challenging them. Where's that leadership coming
from? Off the ball. Low man's gonna win.
Right.
You know.
I mean, you got to raise the temperature a little bit.
And I wouldn't be against what Drew Brees used to do. He was a master. Remember when Drew Brees used to do this?
Just put it over.
And he'd pull it back. He would do it like this, cross the plane, pull it back, so he wouldn't get it knocked out. Not just keep it out there.
Yeah.
Okay, across. That actually happened against the Dolphins. In 2009, we were down 24.
That's one of the greatest comebacks in Saints history.
The greatest, 24-3, and with 5 seconds, Drew Brees did that, and now it's 24-10 going in at half. We came back and won like 40-something, 30-something.
The big question, Mark, and we're doing this on a Tuesday and signing date a Wednesday, how many, and I really thought Brian Kelly and his staff, they recruited the state of Louisiana better than any other year he was there. Because, you know, he was a guy that would always want to go outside the state.
Right.
He did a good job of keeping that in-state talent, and it was committed. How many of those guys stay committed to LSU?
Oh, I think all of them. Who wouldn't want to play for Kiffin? I don't think.
The way I look at LSU has to continue, even though before the transfer portal, name, image, and likeness, you got to put the fence around the state. You got to make it like you're from Louisiana. Almost everyone in your neighborhood or your community is looking at you. What, you're not going to LSU? What the hell's wrong with you? That you got to stay home, and you get a handful of Texians, you get a handful of Texans, and you get them to come.
You get some big linemen here and there.
And now with the name, image, and likeness, you can get the best player from anywhere.
Exactly.
So how can we not win? We got to have all our ducks in a row because we're going to take care at home. We're going to go because the deep south, you look from Georgia. Look right now. I remember when T-Bob went to LSU.
We'll be back.
At University of Georgia, wanted 3 of LSU's starting.
Coming up, Chuck Bork or his sit-in will be here for What's Up, Chuck?
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our offered team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number 1. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number 1 grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Sports on the Bayou is also brought to you by our corporate sponsors. Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barker Honda, Edison Schwest Offshore. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
Back here on Sports on the Bayou, it's our What's Up Chuck segment. Chuck Borker here with us. And Chuck, Bobby had that comment that, Rich is here and he's here.
Yeah,
when it comes
quarterback,
down
receiver.
to wide receivers.
I just heard that, and I wanted to be noted for the record. Rich, don't get a big head, but I think Bobby was saying you're here and Chris Olave is here.
Well,
as far as his hands.
And that's what I'm running with.
And it's not often that Bobby passes out compliments. So I wanted that noted for the record.
Rich can catch the ball. I agree. Rich can catch the ball, and you can tackle.
I made the Saints. I got on their radar because we played Miami. I was at Penn State. And back then, if you could catch the ball over the middle, you didn't have to be a speedster. You didn't have to do. And I caught 4 balls over the middle.
And they knocked the crap out of you.
Scout there, I remember the redheaded guy. He's a lawyer in Covington. I can't think of his name right now. But he said, we picked you. I gave you because you caught the ball over the middle. And I still catch the ball over the middle. I just don't get paid as much now.
So before
I'll get paid.
I'll get paid, period.
I did have a question for Mike. Before I get into it, I want to just one thing bring up. See some veterans out there today. We have the Regional Military Museum here. It's wonderful. It's a great facility. If nobody's been there, you need to go take a look at it.
Just down the road, right?
Right down the road. This Saturday at 11 o'clock, there's a luncheon in remembrance of Pearl Harbor Day. They have a speaker that's coming to speak at it. It's open. It's free. No cost to anybody. If you got a chance to go. The museum's incredible. Kim Suggs, who was here last week, she's back here today. She's the fundraiser for it. They put on an incredible deal every time they do something. If you're here, you're in town, go out and see this space.
Yeah, well, everyone remembers Pearl Harbor, right? I mean, December the 7th. That's how I'll always remember and tell the Who Dat Nation. Well, Who Dat Nation was formed 2006, December the 10th, right after Pearl Harbor. I always say this. How you remember Pearl Harbor or Who Dat Nation, December the 10th, 2006?
But go see the facility, do the luncheon, it's just neat when you walk into that place, you get that feeling. And then, again, if you ever need a space to host an event, they do some incredible things over there. Please go give them some support. I then want to turn. We just saw the Saints highlights. We saw it. They're doing a great job at making terrible teams look great. And it's looking more and more like we're going to wind up maybe in that top 5.
Well, right now we pick it 2.
Right again,
behind the Titans.
We're going to be somewhere in the top 5 in the picks. Mike, I throw out to you. Got a lot of weaknesses, or we have areas we need improvement on. Where do you see us going, and who do you see us going after?
I would love to get Arvell Reese, the pass rusher from Ohio State, if I could get him. If not, I trade back. I can get me a running back, a wide receiver. You need those guys desperate on this football team. People say offensive line. Man, I'm not picking no more linemen. I would go in free agency and get me 2 new guards, but I think wide receiver, running back, along with another pass rusher, becomes the priority for this football team. I like the way the young secondaries played so far. They get beat sometimes, but I like some of the talent that they have accumulated throughout the last 2 drafts.
Well, if we pick it in the top 5, and, because lately they've gone with offensive linemen, if you pick in the top offensive guard or the top offensive tackle, the Who Dat Nation would revolt.
Yes.
They'd be like, what? We're picking another damn lineman? You don't get excited in the top 5, you pick a lineman. No, you want an impact player, skilled player. But I did ask Mike this, and there's not a receiver that is really justified. There's a guy from Arizona State that could... He's going to be, what, top 10, Mike?
I think he's the top 10. The problem with him is he went through major reconstruction surgery on his knee.
No, that means he get hurt.
How does that affect him once all those medicals come out about him?
We're not just one player away. And right now, look at the quarterback class, Mendoza, whoever you might like. We all thought it was going to be a big class. A lot of players did not live up to expectations. I look at that. I always say, are they better than Shuck? I look at a lot of quarterbacks in college. I'm not going to say that they're better than Shuck right now. We need more players, so I would like to almost go back and let somebody who's desperate to take that 2nd or 3rd pick
and trade back
and get additional first-round pick. Yeah,
one guy I really like as a top 10 player, and he's going to be downgraded because of what he plays, Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame. Watch that guy on the field.
Oh, no,
he sort of tilts the field as a runner and a receiver.
Yeah, you look at runner, but then that's supposed to be the Boise State guy. He ain't done nothing with the Raiders. Now, maybe they're not
He's
blocking
getting hit
for
in the
him.
backfield.
The only thing is you look like one player away, the top lineman. You know who's awesome? And that one for the Dolphins, that one for the Saints. Remember when Bradley Chubb came out? He flashes. You know he's definitely a stud. Same thing with the Saints.
Yeah.
Chase Young.
Chase Young.
I mean, he'll flash, but he's not
consistent at all.
Yes, he's not dominating throughout like
Thank you,
Myles
Chuck.
Garrett.
We appreciate it. We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
No, Cam.
Right after a short break, Stan Gravois in his Prep Football Roundup.
At Terrebonne General Health System, we believe that health is a journey best traveled together. As your dedicated partner in wellness for over 70 years, we are committed to providing comprehensive, compassionate care. From preventive services, primary and specialty care, to advanced treatments, Terrebonne is French for good earth. And good health here on the good earth sounds just right. Together, we can achieve a healthier, happier future for you and your family. Discover more at tghealthsystem.com.
Since 1988, Quality Rental Tools has provided specialized products to the oil and gas industry. Our locations allow for quick service to both land and marine operations. At Quality Rental, our name represents our commitment to our customers. Our uncompromising principles help us remain a strong and vibrant member of the oil and gas industry. To order any of our products for offshore and land needs, call us today at 1-888-922-3449. Quality Rental Tools, our name says it all.
At South Louisiana Bank, we're great at banking, but we're great at a lot of other stuff too.
Is that a new rod and reel?
Hey, a girl's got a fish. We care about the community we live in and the people we serve. We're not just like you. We are you.
Are you boiling crawfish?
No, just letting them soak.
We're proud to be here and work for the place and the people we love. South Louisiana Bank. It's in the name.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by St. Martin and Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
Back here on Sports on the Bayou. Stan, I'll throw it to you. Also, man, nobody does the prep scene as well as you do. And I just want to tell you, you do a fabulous job covering the prep scene, not only locally, but across Louisiana.
Thanks, but it's a whole lot easier when you get to work with guys like this, and we have some terrific coaches and administrators in the area, and it's always fun. I know a lot of time coaches take a bad rep, but the fact is that they're trying to do the right thing for the kids, so that's the most important thing. I'm actually hoping this guy gets really used to this seat and can sit with us one more time.
And we'll sit one more week,
maybe
one more week.
Two more. Go to the Dome and then win in the Dome, right?
Yeah, so fortunate enough to have Brian Wallace with us. Quarterfinal win on Friday night against Lake Charles College Prep, a team that was extremely athletic. And these guys just have everybody in the right place all the time. I mean, they do a terrific job with that, especially considering, and you're going to see this on the highlight reel in just a second, this was the first play of the game, folks.
Oh.
An interception.
Oh, so you handled adversity.
He handled adversity. And I think that was, we were there that day in the booth in the press box, and we said, you're going to see what this team's about, and they did just that. Congratulations. A little bit of a grind, but a great win.
No, thank you. It was a tough night. Luckily, we came out at the bigger score at the end of the day, but the kids, they didn't flinch, obviously, through the pick six, and then they returned a kickoff for a touchdown right there in the first quarter. Not how we drew it up, but the kids just kept battling and all the way until overtime.
Yeah, getting to overtime, you get a field goal first, and you put it in the hands of your defense, and your defense did a terrific job.
Yeah, I'm just glad that defense made me look smart, because that was a tough position. 4th and 4. I know they didn't have a field goal kicker, but the way the defense played all night, I just felt that they could get it done.
Very good. You have Shaw this week. It's in Houma. Martin alluded to it just a little bit. Last time there's been a semifinal game here in Houma for Vanderbilt Catholic was 1977. That same year y'all won it all.
Whoa. Well, then you got Shaw coming to town. We beat Shaw in the quarterfinals that year. And then you talking about you going against a legend now, Coach.
No, Hank Turney.
Oh, yeah.
You don't got to remind me, I know.
The one thing they won it all last year, Hank, okay? And his team doesn't look as good this year from player standpoint, but I was telling you, man, what he specifies, don't mess it up. We're going to win it. We'll find a way to win. Hank Turney is one of the legends as far as coaching's concerned, and he got that championship last year, so come on. You can't do it 2 years in a row. You got to be able to trip him up.
Yeah, to show you, I remember when, West Banker for life, then he goes of all places to Ponchatoula.
Yep.
And since he left Ponchatoula, are they relevant? No. And then he's back in Shaw, so that's a big challenge.
What do we see in their team?
So well-rounded. Offensively, they have a really good offensive line. They want to run the football. They have still the elements of the option that he's always run, but they're athletic at quarterback, running back, really good skill out wide. So they've kind of evolved as the playoff goes on offensively. So we're going to have to it's going to be a game of adjustments for us defensively, and then defensively very sound, very athletic at defensive back and solid in the box.
I do want to point out that he has here with him Chandler Arsenault, his offensive line coach, who was an All-American at Nichols for quite a few years. How about for Chandler? Also has Hal Bolin. Hal is the everything man at Vanderbilt for everything. Just a great guy, Hal Bolin, who is also the tight ends coach, if I'm not mistaken. And we miss Jeremy. I'm not sure where Jeremy's at right now. He had to get back to school. I do want to, and he's been here for many a show, and I want to point him out just a little bit. Toby Falgo, who was our guard in 1991 for the state championship team at about 165 pounds, that tells you how long ago that was, is here with Swesh. He's here just about every week, and I always wanted to point out Toby, it's the last time we actually had a state championship here in 91 with South Terrebonne. So that being said, I am so excited. Again, we have that seat reserved for you next couple of weeks, okay?
All right, thank you.
So I got a question right quick. Who's in the other, if you make it to the Dome, who's in the other bracket?
St. Charles Catholic will be taking on University.
No, wait, now, St. Charles, I'm thinking of the Comets, maybe. That's two different
That's the Comets. So you know what I told Coach Frank Monica? No pressure. But I told Frank Monica he had to retire for them to win a couple championships. He was like, Mike, why you always bring that up? But it is true. Man, Coach Stein's done a great job here.
Yeah, fantastic. I can tell you, though, listen, when you get to the third round of the playoffs, everybody's you got to have a little bit of luck. We went back and studied history. We were talking about 77. There was a day and time where scores in state championships was 0-0, and this team won because of penetration.
Bobby can tell you that.
In 1976, we played St. Aug in the Dome. We didn't even have any turf shoes. I remember Coach Perry and Boudreaux Gribouille, who was my parent, and all of a sudden, we had a canvas, Chuck Taylor Converse. That was our turf shoes. And we played in the Dome, and the score was 6-6. We were ahead on first downs, 9-6. I wasn't even playing quarterback. Boogie LeBlanc was the quarterback. I was a junior. I was a free safety then. 9-6, we had on first downs. They ran a wheel route. I'm not going to say who they beat. But then they ended up getting a touchdown. But it used to be like first down, and then that was tied in penetrations. Yeah. That sounds crazy, penetrations.
A different day.
Thank you, Stan. Appreciate it. Good luck to you, Coach. We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Don't fall asleep now, because when we come back, I'll give away an award to someone who's in the audience on my Stay to Play segment.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our offered team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The #1 grocery store.
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. And St. Martin and Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back to more Sports on the Bayou.
Back here on Sports on the Bayou, it's State of Play. Martin, I'll throw it to you. Got Coach Rod helping
We got the legend with me, the legend. All right, Coach, we're going to pull 3. You know, he's one of those older coaches, so you got to, like, Coach, we're going to pull 3 tickets one at a time, all right? Look, get that game face off of yourself.
And ticket.
There you go, Rod.
All right. Read that number in that microphone right down.
404. 378404.
404. Oh, look at it. We mentioned his name. He gets luck.
All right.
All right, Toby. Toby, you got 2 gift cards for fuel at the Cypress stop right there on 311, all right?
Thank you.
Hey, look, you can't buy no Jack Daniels with that. Strictly fuel. All right? We got 2 more gift cards to the Cypress stop coming up.
442.
442. Come on, Laverne, you didn't know 442?
Mike, no luck.
No.
442. Must be somebody in the control room because nobody's raising their hand.
No, you won one.
442.
Twin, look at my number.
No.
Jack won it?
I won 1 2 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah, 2 years.
going once. Going twice. All right. Let's pull the next one.
You can ask Martin for a ring. Not even paying. 410.
410.
That's an early bird here.
Wait. Who got it? Laverne got it. Come on, Laverne. Laverne, y'all could pass on the way home to Thibodeau. I know the councilman, you know, he's been struggling for a little money. Y'all could pull up to the Cypress stop and put a little extra gas in your car. Well, yeah, your car. Well, no, you didn't. Give me that back. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I can't do that to you, Laverne. I'm going to give you the cash. You get the cash. All right? That way Lester can't use this for his vehicle.
Yeah. Because Lester would be, honey, give me that.
All right. Let's get Coach to pull that last ticket before his Ben Gay wears off.
450.
450.
That was close.
All right, LaFouche Parish over there. There we go.
Right.
Come on up. Louisiana's Cajun Bayou. You could pass by the Cypress stop, put a little fuel in your car. Thank y'all. Coach, you did a good job. You hadn't forgotten.
Coach. Right. Hey, Martin, right quick, I want to say this. I don't know the schedule, go to a break, whatever. But you know the Saints are playing at Tampa. You know, we're going on our spring break in the fall. We were in Miami, now we're going back up to Tampa. You know what's crazy about this season? Don't you think Carolina's not very good, right? The Saints crush them, whoop them. Do you know about Carolina? The Rams go to Charlotte and they lose. Do you know if the Saints would beat Tampa Bay, Carolina's in first place in the NFC South?
That's crazy.
Now, think about that. I was like, oh, Tampa Bay, they're running away with the division, but then they've been dealing with injuries and they're coming back to earth. And
when I used to go to all the games, Tampa and San Diego, when you walk in that stadium, all you smell is Hawaiian tropic.
Oh, and you loved it, huh?
Yeah, it's a beautiful day.
A beautiful day.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Coach. We'll be back with more Sports on the Bayou.
Coming up, a look at next week's game.
Edison Schwest Offshore is more than a fleet. We're an interconnected network of vessels, logistics hubs, and a fast-growing workforce of over 19,000 dedicated professionals across the globe. From the United States to Brazil and the Middle East to Southeast Asia, Schwest provides cutting-edge solutions to a worldwide community. And in the face of evolving demands across the industry, we are committed to operating as the best in the world.
If you're still fixing your car, that's real cute. Why don't you just drive a Honda? The most American-made gas-powered brand, reliable, safe, high quality, and built to last. There's no need to repair what doesn't break. Where reliability meets rebellion, that's the swagger and style of Honda. Because when your car is in the shop, ours is on the road. And remember, it's better at barkerhonda.com.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin and Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back with more Sports on the Bayou.
We're finishing up here on Sports on the Bayou. We'll throw it out there. Maybe a little prayer for Vanderbilt, right?
I want to, first of all, congratulate Vanderbilt for doing such a great job and having a good year. And I really support y'all. I'm really with Edie White because that was one of my relatives. He was the coach of Edie White. Anyway, so I'm gonna say a prayer for y'all. And I was hoping they would meet Vanderbilt, Edie White, but they didn't. But anyway, let's put our heads down, please. Dear God, please protect all of these players, all the fans, and all the parents that go and watch their kids every day. Pray for the coaches and pray for all the players to be well and do a good job. And may God bless them all. And may God bless them all. And everybody have a great time. Way to go, Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
All right.
In Jesus' name. Amen. I think we can say that in this part of the world.
Yeah, we good here. With
you got to keep it generic. God, no, I'm for Jesus. Amen.
Thank you so much. And we'll be back next week with another version of Sports on the Bayou.
Do that.
We'll see you next week on Sports on the Bayou.
Can you see me? I'm waiting to be discovered. Here in Louisiana's Cajun Bayou, just 35 miles south of New Orleans, I'm full of unexpected twists and turns. Gather your friends and family. Meet me where the untraditional is traditional. And where Cajun runs deep. Dare to go bold? Come find me in Louisiana's Cajun Bayou.